Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 46 of the P2 London Ultimate Series. Today is the day, the championship race here at Daytona International Speedway. 4 drivers are left to compete for the championship. The highest finisher will win the title here tonight. So this is for all of the marbles in Season 46. And on the pole tonight's race, it is Liam Stewart in the 9, and Alexander Rowe starts alongside him. Let's take a look at the rest of the starting lineup. There is John Andrews, the highest starter among the championship 4 in this field. Andrews starting right ahead of Zachary Fitzwater in the number 4 in his final race of his career. We'll see if Fitzwater will end with a championship or will the 17 take home the title. Let's take a look at the other starters. Lataro's on the same row, but it's JP that's still in the championship 4, so he has a chance to make something happen here today. And the last of the championship 4 drivers is Ryan Durrani. Durrani starts way in the back of the pack, but you never know what could happen in Daytona. Could see some drama here at the very last second. But you know, we're about to go green in the championship race here at Daytona. Alright, here we go. The cars are rolling off the track, and stages will end on laps 21 and 44. Looks like every car is going to be running from the start. So here we go for the championship race here at Daytona. Who will be one of the 4 drivers that will take home the title and immortalize his name among the champions in the P2 London Ultimate Series? Here we go. The 46th championship race about to go green from Daytona. And we're about to get underway here and under the lights for a championship. Here we go. Green flag is about to wave for the championship race. We're underway at Daytona. '17 and the 4 are starting on the outside lane, so that'll be interesting to see how this will play out for the first couple laps. Andrews right now, he's the one that's the highest starter among the playoff drivers in this field. But will he hang on to that position all night long? Now looks like the drivers on the inside are starting to make their moves now on the first lap. They're all running for a win. They're all trying to win and probably get the momentum into next season. I'm sure that a lot of drivers are thinking all about next season, if they're going to stay with their teams or they're going to be moving around. I'm sure there'll be a lot of shuffling around this season. So this is the last chance for them to really run for most of these drivers with the teams they have right now and maybe find an opening within another team next season. 17 car on the outside. He's still hanging on over the 4 car. Still battling for a championship. This is the championship race, folks. Can't hold anything back now. So these guys are all fighting for the title. And we'll see if anyone will make the first move right here among those 4. 17 and still in front right now. And right now the lead is with Tyler Jones in the 21 car. So 21's out in front on the first couple laps of the race. And Tyler Jones, by the way, we saw him win a race in the playoffs this season. We saw a promise from the 21 team, and Tyler Jones, not sure if he will be back next year, but he might be one of the favorites to land a big team after winning at Kansas earlier this year, I believe. Right now, the outside is still working for them. They haven't been really losing a lot of positions. So maybe stay on the outside might be the best strategy at the end. But John Andrews, though, is hanging on over Zachary Fitzwater. He knows he can't make a mistake. Gets into a wreck and gets to contact. Could be trouble. So Tyler Jones is still leading this race, but Andrews in front over the 4. And right now the 10 and 45 are finding ways to try to get through. Let's look at the 10. We'll see what happened to him. There he is on the bottom. He's way back. He's way all the way back, and Lataro's way back there as well. Might be a fight between the 17 and the 4. But you never know, though. Things could get much more intense as we go on with the stages. So I'm sure they're just holding back a bit and maybe saving the best for last. Wow, Tyler Jones has done really well at leading this race early on and battling with Liam Stewart on the outside. He's still going to be battling out for the win tonight. Now the 16 looks to go into the bottom, but make it a 3-wide battle. They reckon for the leaders, who knows who will make it through and survive in this race. Yeah, that will be fun to see who survives in this race if there's a big crash happening. They make a just one mistake, and they could cause chaos for these drivers. Oh, here we go. The 10 car's on the bottom. Here we go. Here we go. The 10's on the bottom. 17's in the middle. 4's on the outside. This could be interesting. This could be interesting early on for Lautaro. Needs all the boost he can get, the draft he could get, to get by the 2 in front of him, the Championship 4 competitors. 4 cars going to try something drastic. He's going to go to the middle line. They're going 3 wide now. Andrew's blocking the middle, but the 10 car has the bottom. Will he stay on the bottom? Will JP Lautaro stay on the bottom and try to get by those 2 drivers? One of them is his teammate, so I wonder if there's going to be some teammate help there. I probably don't think so, because it's the Championship 4. It is the Championship 4 in this series, so might get only one shot, and Lautaro knows this might be his chance. This might be the chance he gets to get in to try to win a championship and be a champion in the Ultimate Series. Good friend Salman Oskan is a champion, and he wants to be a champion like him. And Andrews as well. Andrews, one of the most prolific drivers in this series, and so is Zachary Fitzwater, retiring after this season. After this race, I should say. The 4 is retiring. Zachary Fitzwater is retiring after this race. Wants to win a championship before he retires. Goes to the bottom now is Trent Dunham. And he is out in front, believe it or not. The 84 is leading. And now the 10 just went by the 17. He's about to get by the 17. And now they're racing 3 wide. Now the pack is getting hungry. All trying to win this race. All trying to win the championship. Those 4 drivers left are still trying to win the title. I wonder when the big one is going to strike. If it does strike, and I would be shocked at this point if we don't see a caution here soon. 10 car is on the bottom. Gets by the 17. He's out in front. Well, Durani's way far behind, but the good news is, if they get into a crash, he can try to avoid it. If a big crash happens, he has a good chance to avoid it. Lautaro is leading the championship for drivers, but barely over the 17. 4's on the outside, way up high. But the question is, how long will it last before somebody tries something too aggressive and causes a wreck? But the 10 cars inside, stage points don't matter. Stage points do not matter for these 4. It's whoever finishes the highest. Now the 47, Connor Breton, is leading the race now, trying to get one more win this season. He was in the first round. He was in the playoffs, but was knocked out of the first round. But Connor Breton's trying to end this season with a win. Same for Nathan Ormond, who was also in the playoffs. The top 3 drivers right now were in the playoffs earlier this season, were eliminated. And Colin France is looking for redemption after missing out on competing for his 3rd championship. But Francis, though, wants to win and end the season out with a bang. He wants to end it on top. And Nelson Herrera in 3rd. And now here's Lautaro inside the top 10. He is the car out in front among the Championship 4 competitors. If there's a wreck behind him, he might be in good shape. Unless if he gets caught up in it. But still very early in this race, and then we might start to see some aggressive moves near towards the finish. But right now they're looking at it. They're looking at the field right now, drafting among each other, trying to make something happen. And there we see Durrani. Durrani's closing in as he is approaching quickly. Durrani's fast approaching. 45 is fast approaching now. We'll see if he can make the move and pounce. Lautaro takes the lead. JP Lautaro is out in front now in the championship for competitors. Early on, he's leading. But will he hold on? Will he be able to go ahead of the other three competitors fighting for the championship? Casey Hoyt right now going for second place. He won here at Daytona to open the season. And Hoyt is going to try to sweep Daytona, trying to win, trying to start the season with a win, and ended the same result. I mean, Hoyt knows his way around these super speedways. The 62 is trying to win another one and trying to win another one at Daytona. Won the opening race here in the Ultimate Series. And now he's trying to find another opportunity to go back full-time racing next year. He has got a good chance to be back in championship contention next season. And Lautaro's on the outside now. The number 62, no wait, the 62's out in front, and 10 is going to be on the outside. He has been bumped out, and Durrani is now on the bottom. Durrani goes to the bottom now. And he's going for the top 10 spot. Lautaro's on the outside now. And Andrews is in the middle. And Fitzwater is right way behind in the middle now. But he's hoping that things turn around in the second stage. 3-wide battle. And Durrani might get by Lautaro. And there he goes. Durrani's in front. So easy how things can change very quickly. The 45 is leading. And Billy Bishop's out in front right now in the 13. But the 45 is leading in the most important race of them all. Durrani's out in front. Will he hold on? Will Ryan Durrani hold on to try to win this race? Maybe try to win the championship. He knows that he doesn't have to win the race to be champion. He just has to be ahead of the other three competitors. There he goes. Could be the second of the championship 4 competitors to lead a lap here tonight. But Durrani knows that he cannot afford a mistake. He can't let these guys past him. Might be bumped on the outside after this. Look at Bishop, though. Look at him go on the outside. What a run there. Might help Durrani out. He can stay on the bottom. Might help out the 45 a bit in some way. That'll put him in the bottom. Durrani leading in the second place now. But look at Billy Bishop pull away. I'm sure he's going to let him pull away here. Not going to get too greedy. Not going to get too greedy early on, though. It's still early in this race. He's trying to stay in this line here. The 10 car is on the outside. He's bumped out. Did he make the move too early? That's the question. Did the 10 make that move early? Is he going to be able to get back to the front again? Here comes the 36 of Logan Nieto, who won here last season, I believe, when he was a full-time driver. Bishop leads. Now Durrani's on the outside. Tyler Jones is going to make his way to pit road. Tyler Jones has to come to the pits. And now there's a crash right behind them. There's a big crash. Huge wreck. Oh, it happened. It has happened. The big one has happened. Oh, no. Fitzwater's in it. Oh, no. The big one has happened. Holy cow! Only one of the four were involved among the championship four. Holy cow! They'll race back to the line. In the 6, James Richardson leading the race. And I think the stage will end under caution. But the 45 trying to hang on. And the other two competitors, I'm not sure where they are, but we'll have to take a look back at that wreck. But Durani's out in front among the championship four. Oh, it was Tyler Jones pitting because he saw something that... Was he predicting the future? Was Tyler Jones predicting the future? And did he knew that something was going to happen? A big crash was going to happen in front of him, and that's why he pitted? Oh boy, we're going to have to take a look at what happened. Alright, let's see what happened. Look at this four-wide battle right in the middle with LG Latara. I'm not sure why he was trying to thread the needle there. And he gets involved with some of the cars in the back. And John Andrews just spun as well. Andrews got turned. 17 spins. And the 4-car trying desperately not to hit anybody. Had to slam hard into the brakes. 41 spins as well, 16 in, and I think the 4 got hit from the side by the 34, but just a little tap, and these guys wrecked each other out, 17 spins. I think the 10 made it through as well. I can't even, oh yeah, the 10 made it through, so yeah, it might be just a 2-car battle at this point for the championship. We gotta take a look at the view of Zachary Fitzwater. Holy cow, was right in the middle of this crash. Look at that 4-wide battle. It was a mistake. I mean, I don't know why the 41 was trying to thread the needle there early on. I mean, he was not competing for a win, but he was trying to do something here. And Andrews got knocked out there right in front of him. I guess it was in reaction to the spin right behind him, the big crash, and look at the smoke the 4-car had to go through. Oh boy, that was huge. Could be huge right here. And there you see 41 hitting there, and the 34 backs up to the 4. I'm not sure if that damage is going to come back to haunt him right there. I don't know. That's going to be really tough, really close to call there. Let's take a look back at John Andrews and see how he got involved. So there he is again. There's John Andrews, and Trent Dunham gets into the 17. It was the 84 that got to him, and he was hit from behind. It was in reaction to the spin, and there you see the 17 goes around, and the 84 as well. Just nothing that the 17 could have done. I mean, was right behind in the pack. It was nothing that he could have done to avoid it. Yeah, right there, 4-wide, 84 slammed. And that slams the 17 around and spins. And that's how the 17 got involved in that big spin. That's huge, man. That is going to be big. Not sure if that damage will affect him at the long run. Could be down to a 2-car battle between Lataro and JP Lataro and Ryan Durani, but we'll have to check back and see. Alrighty, guys, about to go back to the green flag, and only 1 car was affected by that wreck, and that was the 54 Alexander Rose, currently 2 laps down. Right now, the 4-car Zachary Fitzwater, he's currently in 36th. And John Andrews right now is currently in 35th, just right behind him, a position behind him. Yeah, but I think the damage might affect these 2 cars in the long run. Lataro is 14th currently. And the 45 is currently 6th. So 45 is in the driver's seat early on. And we will have a restart. And by the way, we'll start stage 2 immediately. Once they take the start-finish line, it's the end of stage 1. And they go immediately into stage number 2. But it's not going to matter who wins this stage. Because it's all about being the highest finisher of the championship 4 to be champion. And right now, Durani is in the driver's seat in 6th position. I believe he's going to have to start on the outside line, if I'm not mistaken, in the 6th spot. So cars are about to line up for the restart to begin stage number 2. And now the 45 will have to start on the outside lane. So I wonder how this will affect him at the start of stage number 2. And JP Lautaro has to also start on the outside lane. Fitzwater is on the outside, and Andrews is actually going to be the only one of the four that will start on the inside. But will the damage affect them in the long run? That's the question. Will the damage affect the 4 and the 17 from making something happen and trying to gain ground on the 45 and 10? We'll have to wait and see. Pace car to pit road, and stage 2 will start immediately. So whoever gets the jump on the restart is going to win stage 1. Green flag is in the air. So there you go. Stage 1's over. And Logan Nieto got the jump. So he's going to be the stage winner, believe it or not. But stage points won't matter now in a race, championship race like this. So it's all about whoever finishes the highest among the 4 championship contenders in this field. Durrani's on the outside, still in a comfortable position right now, but you never know. Because look at that, 3 wide already in the middle. Already going 3 wide right out of the gate. I mean, if Durrani gets into a wreck and Lautaro as well, they could be on even ground with the 4 and the 17. So Durrani is not getting comfortable yet. He knows he's still got a long way to go. And he has to hold off the 10 to win the championship. And that 10 car, it has been strong in these past couple races. So, still it's a fight. It's a fight, man. It's going to be a big fight. 45-10 in the middle right now. And now Durrani's trying to stay above. He's trying to go to the bottom. Fitzwater and Andrews, they know that they need a miracle. They need these guys to mess up here in front of him to have a shot. Durrani still hanging on in the driver's seat. And the 10 car right in the middle. 10 car trying to sneak in into 22. 22 is going to give him the middle lane, it looks like. Oh no, he's not going to. Never mind, I thought he was. But the 45 still ahead of the championship 4 competitors. Andrews trying to get the draft. Fitzwater as well. 17 in the 4 trying for a miracle. They are praying for a miracle at this point. 17 car, if he gets into another wreck, or even the 4 gets into another wreck, they know their race is over. Their chance to win a championship will be over. Andrews right there in the draft. He's getting draft from the 54. He's not too far away from the big pack of cars. So if somebody messes up, he might be there to pounce. 17 doing everything he can to try to gain ground on these drivers. 4 car struggling for the speed. He's struggling to pick up speed. 4 car has been trying to draft with somebody. He's just haven't been able to find a drafting partner to help him out. Just haven't been able to find anyone to help him out in the draft. The 10 car still on the outside. Just can't quite get the 45. Look at the top 2 cars, man. Between Jamal Jackson and Isaiah Bernesh, they're pulling away from the pack. Oh boy, these 2 are already pulling away from everybody else on the 2 car tandem. Oh man, they are not in the playoffs, but they want to win. They want to get a win here, and try to win, try and end their season out with a win. That's all that matters for those guys. Those guys are trying to win and end their season out on top. It was an otherwise not so great season for the 1 and 3, but they're trying to end their seasons out with a win. 45, and the 10 is right behind the 45. Oh boy. If Lautaro moves to the bottom, he has a chance to pounce and make the pass. This is interesting. Here comes Andrews. Andrews coming back. He's going to the bottom to get by the 45. He's got the draft. He's going to get him. Andrews gets to him for now. He knows that one more wreck he gets in and he might be out of contention. He's trying everything he can to pull off an insane comeback. 17 is out in front. 17 leading. He's out in the middle now. He's bumped to the middle. He's been bumped. And Fitzwater goes to the bottom. Fitzwater to the bottom lane. Can Zachary Fitzwater get to the 17? 17 in the middle line. Here comes the 10. The 10 now goes to the bottom. Maybe trying to help a teammate out. Maybe trying to plant something. Maybe trying to make something happen. Teammates drafting for a bit. And then they're gonna race for the win here. And now Fitzwater is in control. Fitzwater trying to come from behind. Trying to win a championship in his final season, his final race in the Ultimate Series. He's got him. Fitzwater's in front of the pack. Fitzwater's out in front of the pack for now. It's still early in the race, but the 4 cars trying to pull off a comeback. Was the driver in the lowest position among the championship 4. Now he's right now in the best position of the championship 4. 17 in the middle now. He has to move to the bottom. He's going to try to make something happen. 10 is bumped out on the outside. He got bumped out by Trent Dunham. Dunham was the one that made contact with the 17. That forced him to spin. Apparently didn't have a lot of damage from that spin because Andrews is still running. He's still running at full speed. Andrews to the bottom, trying to catch the 4. 10's trying to catch the 4. And the cars are separating. This gives him a chance to move to the bottom line. 4 car is going to take the bottom. He's not taking chances. He is not taking a risk here. He is going to the bottom as much as he can. He's trying not to get bumped. He knows his teammate's behind him, and he's not going to race like a teammate. He is going for a championship for himself. Between the 2 cars from the same team. Tar has been lucky in these races, but he's trying to continue and trying to cap it off with a championship run. Now the 4 car to the bottom he goes. 10 car also to the bottom. 17 drafting right behind him. Oh, this is going to be fun. Andrews drafting with Lautaro. And Durrani right behind them. A couple cars back. Fitzwater still hangs on to the position. But will he be able to hold on? There's still a lot more race to have. A lot more. These guys can try to make something happen. 10 car trying to get to the 4. 17, 45, also trying to catch the 4 car. Now 84 moves to the outside. This might not help out the 10 a lot. This is not going to help him out. 10 car able to get through, and he's still able to go to the bottom. Still a chance here to win this race for the 10. Still a chance for the 10 to catch the 4. 4's on the outside. This might open up an opportunity for the 10. This might open up an opportunity for the 10 car to try to make something happen. Into the bottom lane he goes. There he goes. 10 car going to the bottom while the 4's on the outside. Still almost the end of stage 2. The 10 car is trying to be the one in front. Lautaro's going for a championship over the master, Zachary Fitzwater. Will the 10 car steal a championship away here in Daytona? Will Lautaro make the move? There he goes. He's on his way to get by the 4. He's on his way now to get by into the 10. He's going to get there. He's going to make it. Lautaro leading the race among the championship 4 drivers. And 4 to the middle trying to get a little bit of draft. But he knows the battle's not yet over. It is not done. The battle is not yet done. 10 car still in the middle pack. Right in the middle, the eye of the storm between the 10 and the 4. 10 car in the bottom. He's got the control. He's in the driver's seat now. 10 is in the driver's seat now. In stage 2. Will he keep it that way for for the final stage. John Andrews right behind the 10. He is going to try to find a way to pounce. And now the 45's on the bottom. Well, he's got a car separating in the draft, the 78 with the 10. It could come down to a battle between Andrews and Lautaro. We'll see if anybody will make something happen. 10 car to the bottom now. Still hanging on to the position in front. And 21 to pit road. Again. Last time the 21 went to the pit road, we had a big crash. So is there another premonition of a crash on the horizon? 10 car to the bottom he goes now, inside the top 5 he's at. But it's not going to matter those stage points. It matters the highest position among those in the championship 4, regardless. And now lap traffic, and guess who's the lap car? It's his brother, LG. So the question is, will LG help out his brother, try to win a championship? Or is he going to make things interesting here? Lautaro Durrani into the pits. They're coming down pit road. They're coming down to the pits. Wow. I mean, did not expect pit stops to happen this early in the race, but here we are. There's pit stops. Fitzwater's going to hold out for a little longer. I think Fitzwater's the only one who didn't pit him on the championship 4. Not sure why he's holding out a lap longer, but maybe trying to make something happen. I'm not sure. He's holding out of pitting. The other 3 drivers are pitting, but the 4 staying out. And here they come, more cars to the pits, but Fitzwater's going to stay put again. Is this part of his strategy? We'll see. He has to save fuel. He knows he has to save fuel. But if he gets into a mess, he's in trouble. He's on the outside now. I'm not sure if this decision is going to help him or it's going to haunt him. Wow, the 7 car almost ran into the leaders. I don't know why he just pulled up like that. He could have caused a crash there. He could have wrecked somebody with that. But the 4 cars saving fuel for whatever reason. I think he pitted early on among everybody else because of the damage he sustained from the earlier in the race on that caution. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the 4 right now. He's in the wall. He's going to have to stay out of the wall now. And he gets to pit road. Yeah, he's staying out. He's staying out as much as he can. He's trying to pick up a lot of steam here. I don't know why, but stage points will not decide the championship. It's where you finish, the highest finishers of the 4. So a bold strategy for Zachary Fitzwater to be pitting 2 laps later than the other 3 championship 4 contenders. Is this going to help him at the end? Is he going to be able to stretch it out if the fuel runs out? Interesting call there. So we'll have to wait and see if it is the right call. But anyway, 45 is, I think, the one in front. If I'm not mistaken, he's actually right just ahead of JP Lautaro. And the cars are coming out of the pits. So this will be interesting. Alright. Andrew's right behind. So I think 45 is the highest of the championship 4 competitors at this point. So it's Durrani out in front. So the 45 is out in front of the 10. This is what they want to see. 2 drivers from Championship 4 battling it out, duking it out to see who is going to be ahead. Who's going to have the momentum going into Stage 3. Only had 1 wreck tonight in this race, but it could change in Stage 3 as these drivers are going to be much more aggressive down the line. Are going to be much more aggressive, going back and forth with these drivers, battling it out, duking it out for a race win. And right now the 45 is ruled as the leader. So this is the battle for the championship right here. 45 and the 10 duking it out. 17 just behind, needs to draft. He's not going to get there, but there'll be another restart for the stage break. So this race is far from over. We just went through the halfway point, so the second half could be quite a different story. 45 car leading the 10. Right now he's out in front. He's out in front of the Championship 4 competitors right now. Durrani is the lead car in the Championship 4. He's going to lead a lap here over Lautaro. And just 5 laps left in Stage 2. And it's a battle between these two right now. This could be a preview of what's to come in the final couple laps between Ryan Durrani and JP Lautaro. This is going to be an interesting battle. John Andrews is right now scored in 4th. Andrews is 4th among the championship competitors. This is exactly what the fans want to see. The Championship 4 competitors, all running 3 of the 4, I should say, inside the top 5. Zachary Fitzwater, in the meantime, he's currently scored in 32nd. So I'm not sure about his strategy. That is going to, well, help him out in the end, but only time will tell. Lap cars are approaching. I don't know if they're going to catch him. Not sure if they're going to catch the lap cars. It's between Durrani and Lautaro here. All battling it out, duking it out for the Stage 2 win. Maybe try to set up what's to come in Stage 3. That's Skylar Taylor that just came out of the pits, and not a good day for that 42 team. Not where they wanted to end up. LG Lautaro is down a lap, by the way, so JP is not going to be able to get help from his brother to try to win the championship. But yeah, his brother tried to help him out somewhere with a 10 car trying to win the title. But yeah, interesting to fight battle with among the cars of the Stewart-Haas team. By the way, Stewart-Haas Stewart-Haas has announced that next season will be their last season in the Ultimate Series. Stewart-Haas is closing its doors after next season in the Ultimate Series. So Lautaro and Fitzwater, one of those two, are trying to give them at least one more championship before their final season begins in the next one. So Stewart-Haas closing its doors and trying to win a championship before they shut down at the end of next season. So a lot on the line for the Stewart-Haas crew, all trying to make something happen here, with either Lautaro or Fitzwater winning the championship. And now lap car, they caught up to Taylor. 45 is going to try to get by. I think the 10 car is going to go for the draft. Battling side by side, and here we go. Let's see who's going to be out in front at the end of Stage 2 in just a lap and a half. Durrani on the bottom. Lautaro's trying to draft the 42. Maybe try to get something out of this one. It is almost the end of Stage 2. There's still one more stage left. Battling it out, duking it out for the win. But 45 and the 10 battling it out. See who makes it through. 10 car to the bottom he goes. And now, a lap away from the end of stage number 2. 45 ahead. I'm sure the 10 car is thinking about what to do next. What strategies to do. How to get by. How to stay in front. How to win this championship. Not worried about where he finishes in stage 2. He's just thinking about how can I get to the front. How can I win a championship? How can I get through the 45 everybody else? What do I need to do? All that stuff. Probably going through his mind right now, as stage 2 is about to come to an end, and Durrani is going to be the stage 2 winner. But stage points will not factor into who wins this championship. It's all about being the highest finishing driver among the 4 that are still fighting for the championship. But Durrani, for now, is going to be your Stage 2 winner. But is this going to help him out in trying to win the championship? Only time will tell. Stage 2 is complete. Durrani is the winner of stage number 2, and Lautaro is going to finish right behind him. John Andrews dropped off a bit. He was 7th in the second stage, but he knows he's still got a lot of time. He still can make something happen here in these final laps to try to win the championship. And Fitzwater, in the meantime, he is 33rd. Not where he wanted to be, but again, one more stage to decide who wins this championship. And it's going to come down to this final stage to determine who will be your champion in Season 46. Who will etch his name among the all-time greats in the Ultimate Series. Ryan Durrani is out in front in the 45 car, trying to give the 2311 team a championship to celebrate with that 45. JP Lautaro. This is the next season will be Stuart Haas Racing's last season in the Ultimate Series. Lautaro, one of the fan favorites in this field, trying to win a championship for the Stuart Haas crew before they shut down at the end of next season. John Andrews, one of the prolific drivers, and a sensational season he's been having so far. Looks like everybody's coming to the pits here at the end. Think they're not taking a chance. They're not risking it. They are not going for it right here at this point. They want to make sure that they have enough fuel, they have enough tires to last till the end of the race. They're not taking any chances right here. They're all coming down. But John Andrews, though, looking to win. He has three wins this season. He's trying to make something happen here in the season 46. Trying to cap off with a championship victory. And we all know Zachary Fitzwater. This is his final season in the Ultimate Series. He is trying to win a title that has long eluded him as the all-time wins leader in the Ultimate Series. And he's trying to win the biggest one of them all, a championship. He's got a lot to work. He's got a lot of ground to make up in the final stage, but he's going to try to make something happen here in this race. And looks like the lap cars are out, and the 10 of Lautaro is out of pit road first. The 10 car comes out of the pits first, and Durrani did not have a good pit stop. He lost a couple positions on pit road, and now it's JP Lautaro that's in control among the championship 4 competitors. So Lautaro is in control to start stage 3. I mean, last season, during the stage caution, the stage break, in this point, Matt Hunter was in the championship 4, but his engine went out on him, and his night came to an end, and thus also ended his championship hopes. These 4 remaining drivers hope that their car will last them through the night, and they are the ones in front to win this championship. We've seen a lot of crazy results have happened during these caution flag periods, but we'll see if the 10 car will, or anybody else of the 3 will have their car continue to go on for the entire night. Anyway, stage 3 is coming up next. Alrighty guys, about to get back to the green for the final stage here in the Ultimate Series in season 46. 22 laps to decide who wins the championship. And believe it or not, it won't be JP Lautaro out in front. It will actually be Avi Sachs in the lead in the 51. So the 10 will have to start on the outside of the front row. Last time the outside had a better jump on the restart. So it might not hurt the 10 at all, but he's going to be on the outside to start it off. And we know that the inside is the best line to be at here at Daytona. So how will this affect him in the long run? We'll have to wait and see. Here we go. Could be the final restart of the night. Let's take a look at where the others start. Lautaro Andrews is on the outside. He'll start it off this time. Durrani will be on the inside, so he's got the advantage on the inside. And so will Zachary Fitzwater, but he's starting way in the back. Last time he was at the very back, though, he led briefly and had to stay out of pit road to try to stretch it out. But I don't know if his strategy is going to work out at the end of being the one that had to hold off pitting the longest in stage 2. Not sure if that's going to work, but we'll wait and see if that is the strategy call. But anyway, here we go. 22 laps to decide who wins this race and the championship. Here we go back to green. Good start for the 10. He gets by Avi Sachs with ease. He's in the lead now. We'll see if he can hold on. 17's on the outside. Here comes Durrani. Here he comes the 45. Gonna try to gain ground on the 17. He gets by the 17. His eyes are now set on the 10 car. He's trying to get by the 10 of JP Lautaro. Lautaro leading the race, but has he gone too far? Is he leading too early? Is the 45 going to catch him? And these final 21 laps to decide the champion. Oh boy, this will be fun. 45 to the bottom he goes. Durrani trying to make something happen here in these final couple laps. Handful of laps, I should say. 45 down the bottom. 17 on the outside. He's way on the outside. 17 is way outside now. He's trying to hang on. 4-car trying to give it everything he's got on the bottom. He knows he has to rely on a lot of drafting to get to that front. 45 into the bottom. Still got a lot of work to do. Lataro's leading the race. But he could be bumped to the bottom. On the top line, I should say. All these drivers all wanted to win this race. There's Quinn Moore. There's Casey Hoyt. There's Luke Law. All winners this season. Lataro's going to have to fight them all. He's going to have to fight them all off to try to win this race. Durrani's on the outside now. Oh boy. He's getting bumped on the outside. The one is going to try to pass him. Durrani is going to go to the bottom. He's still down low. He's inside the top 5. He's so close to the 10. He's got 2 cars in between. Big gap in between, by the way, from Lataro into the 45. And now the 45 is in 4th. Trying to draft with the 3. He's going to try to stick with the draft and try to make something happen. Trying to catch the top 2 between JP Lataro and Quentin Moore. You might have to try to pass a 3 here. Matt Hunter to the bottom. Matt Hunter's not racing for a championship this season, but he wants to win. He wants to win and get back to victory lane. Well, Durrani's in 3rd. He's got him to draft with a 3. Got him for now right now. Fitzwater on the bottom he goes. Zachary Fitzwater to the bottom. He's going for it. He knows he doesn't have time left to try to make something happen. He has to do it now. He has to make his move now. 4 is in the drive. 4 is trying to catch the 45. 45 is bump on the outside. 17's bumped up high too. Almost 3 wide. Lataro leading the race, trying to hang on over Quentin Moore. Moore's won so many races in his first 2 seasons of his career. He knows how to win in these races. Matt Hunter down bottom he goes. This could help the 10. This might help out the 10 a little bit. But the 4's catching up. Is that strategy going to pay off for the 4? He's catching. He is catching the pack. He's trying to get by his teammate. Get a caution. This will change everything. The question is, will these guys be able to last till the end? Will it be enough? We saw them pit in the middle of stage 2. The question is it going to be enough? Is the tires and fuel they have enough to finish until the end? Will we see some drivers try to stay out? Durrani's on the outside and Fitzwater to the bottom he goes. Here comes Trent Dunham in 2nd. And Zachary Fitzwater is fast approaching inside the top 5. It'll be a battle of the teammates now. Holy cow, this is going to be a fun one. 16 laps to determine the champion. Lataro has a gap. But did he pull away too far? 4-car to the bottom. He's trying to make something happen. He's trying to draft with a 20. He knows he doesn't have to win this race. He just has to be the highest of the 4. Fitzwater's inside the top 5, but Lataro has a bit of a gap. JP Lataro has a bit of a gap with 16 laps to go. Avi Sachs to the pits. Oh boy, Avi Sachs down to the pit road. He's going to stay out of this. He tried to stay out as much as he could. And I think he didn't pit last time, so he's pitting this time. Fitzwater down into 2nd. This is it. This is the battle that these guys have been waiting for. Between teammates, between Fitzwater and Lataro. Who's going to have the edge? 4 car is bumped on the outside. 6 car trying to draft with the 13. 4 staying with the draft of the 10. He's now making his move now. He's waiting till the end. It looks like he's going to have to wait till the end to make his move. He's not going to make it right now. Durani's on the outside now. It could be down to teammates. 14 to go. Lautaro leading. Fitzwater second. Fitzwater looks to the low side. Here he comes. Could he be making the move of the race? Is this the move of the race right here? Lap car just came off pit road. Fitzwater leading. Getting draft from Richardson. And Chris Leone is on the bottom. And it's going to force the 10 on the outside. He's going to force the 10 up high. Sachs just came off the pits. 4 car leading. 13 laps to go. And now Fitzwater leads. Zachary Fitzwater, he pitted later than the other 3 competitors. Is this going to be enough? Will he get by lap traffic? 7 to the bottom. Leone's going for the lead. Leone's trying to lead. Sachs on the lap car. Who's going to be blocking? Will he block the 4? He's going to be in the way of the 4 now. 7 trying to get by. And now the 6 trying to make it something happen. 51 to the bottom. He goes. Here comes Colin Francis. Francis down the bottom for the lead. Fitzwater stuck on the outside. Durani to the bottom he goes. Durani's on the bottom. Francis takes the lead now. And now Fitzwater's on the outside. He's on the high line. He's on the high line now. 17 just went by him. Andrews now leading on the championship 4. Durani's down the bottom now. Durani goes to the bottom. He's moving it down. All these pack cars trying to win a championship. Battle for the win of the championship. Andrews is in front. It's Andrews in front right now. 3 wide for the championship here with 11 to go. 11 remaining, 11 laps to go. It's Andrews in control. But barely trying to hang on. Here comes Durani. Here comes Durani to the bottom. Could this be the move that wins him the championship? Durani to the bottom he goes. He's on the bottom draft. Andrews on the on the middle line. And Fitzwater struggling. He's on the outside now. Lautaro's in the middle. Coming to 10 laps to go. They're almost 4 wide. Now they're pitting again. Durani to the pits. They're crashing behind them. Lautaro spins around. Lautaro's around. And he goes up nearly upside down. I don't know if Fitzwater got into a wreck. Durani comes to the pits, but there was a crash in front of him. Oh man, this is going to make things interesting in the fight for the championship. Lautaro gets into the wreck with 10 laps to go. It's going to come down the final laps for the title. We're going to have to take a look at what brought out this caution. Oh, Durani had to come to the pits, as you saw on the top of your screen. And then chaos happens right around here. The 1 car gets slammed into 22. The 10 car goes for a spin. Fitzwater's been in this situation before. I don't think he got some damage, but the 1 went upside down. He was flipping. But the 4 car able to stop in time, or was he able to stop? Oh, he just went by the 20. Holy cow, the 10 went by too. But Durani was the early pitter among those drivers, so the question is this going to help Durani out in the long run? Does he have the advantage? 10 car spins, and I'm not sure if this damage is going to affect him in the long run, but man, he was caught in the wrong place at the wrong time in that caution. Durani came to the pits. They were running really close on their fuel mileage. and with 10 laps to go, and then this chaotic scene happens with the 1 in 22 all spinning out right here in this corner, and the 10 was caught right in the middle, right in the 22's view. Spins and he goes around. 10 spins around. I'm not sure if this damage will affect him in the final 5 laps to try to win a championship. The 4 car avoids another crash, but the question is that going to be enough for him to win the title? We'll see if the fuel will last till the very end. It's going to be tight. I know it's going to be super tight. I think these guys might want to think about pitting right now and maybe try to get a 5-lap dash out of this one. So here we go. Let's see if any of these drivers pit. I know that Lautaro might have to come to the pits with that damage. Durrani does not have to come to the pits. He pitted under caution. So let's see if anybody comes to pit road during this cycle. Here we go. Don't think there's any... Wait, let me see if there's any takers. I don't see any takers. They're going to try to stretch it out all the way. Fitzwater going to try to stretch it. And where's the 10? The 45, I should say. He's right now 21st. And let's see. Let's see where the 10 is. 10 is right now in 36. And what about the 17? He's way behind. He's going to pit. 17 came to the pits. So John Andrews came to the pits. He's going to be good to go till the end. So we know that Durrani and Andrews should be good to go till the end. But I don't know about Fitzwater. And I don't know about... Well, Durrani's good to go till the end. Andrews is good to go. But I don't know about Lautaro. I don't know about Fitzwater. I'm surprised, though, the 10 decided not to pit. Wait a minute. There's some drivers to pit. The 4's coming to the pits. So he is going to pit after all. Okay. He's going to pit after all. He's going to pit till the very end. Maybe try to go over the strategy call right here. 10 is going to stay out. Wait, did the 10 stay out? Yes, he did. 10 stayed out. I think he was the one that's pitted. So Durrani's in the driver's seat. I think that might have fallen in the favor of Ryan Durrani in this very end of this race. But you never know what happens at Daytona in these final couple laps. So it'll be interesting. Durrani has the edge, the advantage right now. He pitted just before the caution came out, and the other 3 had to come to the pits during the caution. So now he's got track position. We'll see if it's enough for him to win this title. So this will be a fight for the ages here in this final couple laps. If he gets on the outside, though, who knows? We'll see. Anyway, we're going to get back to the restart soon. Alright, we're coming back to the restart, and there seems to be some trouble on the restart. Cars are all over the place, and right now it's Trent Dunham that's ruled as the leader. Yeah, I don't know what is going on. I'm not sure if they're letting Avi Sachs go. I think that's the that was the issue. Now they got to catch up to the pack. They got to catch up to everybody else. Holy cow, this is something I've never seen before. I don't know if they're letting Bernesh go through with it. They're going through to back to the pack or something. I don't know, but this is chaotic here. Just before the green flag is about to come out, I think they might have to throw another caution here to try to extend a little bit and try to make something happen. They're going to throw another caution. Yeah, they're not ready. They know they're not ready. They want to make this right. They want to do this. Even though there's going to be less laps to work with the green flag, it's better than just having another mess of a restart here and going all over the place. I mean, yeah, this is just really unprecedented right here. I don't know if the lap cars were like dangling or something, but yeah, they're trying to make it right. They want to make this right for these guys. But it'll be just, I think when we get to the green, there'll be 4 laps to go when we get back to the restart. It's not going to be a lot of time for these drivers to compete, but yeah, it's better than, having extra green flag, has to caution laps. Right now, it's a little better than having to start off like an awkward situation where the other cars are just really slow. It looks like Trent Dunham has to pit. The other pack of cars are catching up. They're running out of fuel. They're running out of fuel right now. They try to stretch it as much as they can. They can't last. They can't make it. So this means that the leader is going to be the 3 of Isaiah Bernesh, and Durrani's actually going to have the bottom lane. He's going to start 3rd. So this is going to help out Durrani a lot with more caution flag laps because of like a huge screw up between these drivers all trying to get back into the line. This is going to help these drivers out a lot. So I think everybody should be lined up where they should be, so that avoids a chaotic finish pretty much of sorts, but this one is going to be a controversial one for sure. Anyway, 4 laps to go for the championship. Durani's on the bottom. He's got the advantage. He's in third. He'll start on the bottom lane, so he's got the edge right now. Let's see where the other competitors are at. Lautaro's 18th, and the 4 is 28th, and the 17 right now, I can't even find him. 17 is 24. 17 is 24th, I should say. So, a lot to make up in 4 laps, but you never know what happens. Durani has the advantage. 4 laps to go. They'll get back to the restart. It's going to be one heck of a restart. This is the restart they've been waiting for. They got to make it right. They got to do it. They got to have something happen here. Trent Dunham off pit road right now, but they're going to restart without him lining up because they've already waited long enough here. 4 more laps to determine who's the champion. Here we go. 4 laps to decide who wins the title. It all comes down to this. Durani on the bottom. Can he hold on to win this championship fight? Those other competitors are looking for an opportunity to pounce. And here we go. Away to the green flag. Outside is the 10. 4 is on the outside. 17 is also on the outside. But we got 4 laps to go. Things can happen in just 4 laps. Here we go. Pace car to the pits. This is for the championship. 4 laps to go. Green flag is out. Here we go. 21 off to a good start. He's got the outside advantage on the restart. Durani's on the bottom. He's going to the bottom. He's trying to win the race and the championship. Fitzwater's on the bottom. He moves to the bottom lane. He's only got 3.5 laps to catch him. Does he have enough time? Does the 10 have enough time? Do they have enough fuel? I'm sure they do. They pitted during the caution. Now on the outside is the 45. He's on the outside. 17 moves to the bottom. 45's on the outside now. Coming to 3 to go. He's been bumped out. This is a chance for these drivers to catch him. 17 and the 4 trying to make something happen with 3 to go. 3 laps to go for Durani trying to hang on. 10 car I think is on the outside. I'm not sure if he's on the bottom. 10 is not on the bottom. He is not on the bottom lane. 17's on the bottom. 45 is on the outside. Does he have enough? Can he hold on? Can he make something happen? Just got to get through 2.5 more laps. Just got to get through 2.5 more laps to get by the other competitors. Can Durani make something happen? Can he hang on? 2 laps to go for the 45 of Ryan Durani. Still hanging on. John Andrews doing everything he can to catch him. Zachary Fitzwater's hoping for something to happen. He's hoping for an opening. But he's going to be on the outside. So is the 45. Could be the strategy call of the race under pitting before the wreck. Could be the one that decides it. With a lap and a half away. Here comes Lautaro. He's hoping for a miracle as the white flag is about to wave. 1 more lap for Ryan Durani to be a champion. 1 more lap. Here comes Lautaro. He's going to have 1 more chance. Here we go to the white flag with 1 lap to go. The last lap to decide who's the champion. The 10 car, he's got 1 more chance. He's on the bottom. 45's on the outside. Can he hang on? Here comes Lautaro. He's got half a lap to catch the 45. 45's on the outside. The 10 trying to draft, trying to get something. Going for a prayer on the final corner. Here we go. 45, the middle, has gone to the bottom. He might have made the move of the race. Here he comes. Down the final corner, here comes Durrani. He's going to be the champion. The 45 is going to be the season 46 champion. Ryan Durrani is a champion in the P2 London Ultimate Series. Ryan Durrani has won the championship. The 45 gets it done with a 4th place finish, and he is your champion. And the 10 car will be the runner-up. The 45 wins the championship. Holds on the outside. The 10 had one more chance. He knew he needed something to happen. If only he had that 1 or 2 more laps during the overtime period. But I gotta praise the officials, because they looked like they were not ready for the restart. So they had increased the period of cautions by 1 or 2 laps. And that allowed everybody to get back in line. And Lautaro's left wondering, what if they had 1 or 2 more laps run on that green flag period? He might have had a chance to win it. But it's Ryan Durrani. He is going to be the champion of season 46. And what a run for this 45 team. Gets it done. Durrani wins the championship. What a day, what a season for this 45 team. It was a hard-fought battle back and forth, but it was the 45 that takes home the title. He has done it. He has won the championship. The 45 car is your champion of season 46. And Lautaro will be the runner-up of this championship race. Oh man, a heartbreaker for the 10 car. He gave it all he got. He finished in 17th, but he gave it all he got. He tried to make something happen in the final laps. If he had 1 or 2 more laps, he could have made something happen. He could have passed the 45 and was on the outside. He could have had something, but it just wasn't meant to be. And Fitzwater will be 20th in the final race. In his final career race in the Ultimate Series, he'll be 20th. And unfortunate for him, he won't be champion. And Andrews will finish in 18th. But what a race it was. What a back and forth battle it was to the finish. But it was the 45 Ryan Durrani that takes home the championship here at Daytona. It is Ryan Durrani, your champion for season 46 in the 45 car. He did it. Durrani is now a champion in the Ultimate Series, and he has earned it. He earned it. He earned this title. He won the championship. It is an incredible run. Durrani is your champion. It's just incredible. Anyway, final results are coming up from this race. Alright guys, your final results from this race here at Daytona. The race was won by Nathaniel O'Hare. What a Cinderella storybook ending. I mean, Nathaniel was so close early on in the season. He had some heartbreaking finishes, but sure glad that he finally got that win today, and in of all places, Daytona. Congrats, Nathaniel O'Hare. A 1-2 finish for Hendrick, by the way, as it's Nathaniel O'Hare and Nathan Ormond finishing in second right behind him. So, what a magical ending for that 5 team. I mean, they get the win this season, and I believe that 3 of the 4 Hendrick cars, if I'm not mistaken, have a win this season. I think Allison Rain is the only one that didn't win among the Hendrick cars this year. But congratulations, Nathaniel O'Hare getting his first career win, and had to wait until the championship race to do it. But the 5 car is the winner of the race, so congrats to him. We weren't really focused on the leader. We were focused on the championship 4, but Durrani was the highest finisher in 4th position, and he is your champion. And what a run for that 45 team, like I said. Amazing. Just phenomenal all around. Well deserved to be champions this season. Lautaro 17th, Andrews 18th, and Fitzwater 20th. Those are where the others finished among the championship 4 competitors. And here's how the rest of the field finished in this race. You can pause the video to find out where you finished in this race. But that restart will be talked about, by the way, and I had to run like an extra caution lap or 2 because they were not lined up properly. The lap cars were like struggling to get back into the positions and all that. You just saw that, by the way, on the replays, and I had to add an extra caution lap or 2 on that one. I had to do it right. I had to make the restart proper. It had to be done the right way. Even though it took a lap or 2 away from the championship 4 competitors trying to catch the 45, I had to do this right. I had to make sure that everybody was lined up correctly, everybody got a fair shot at the double fall restart, and everybody got a fair shot to try to catch the 45 to try to win the championship. So I had to do this fair, I had to do it right, and it had to be done on the restart, so I had to do it right. But anyway, Durrani did deserve to win this championship. He was one of the most consistent drivers all season. He wanted to get in the championship for a couple races back, and yeah, it showed that he was one of the most consistent drivers in this field. A well-deserved champion is Ryan Durrani, so he is a champion now in season 46. Fittingly in the 45 car, kind of almost fitting. He's in the 45 and he wins the championship in season 46. Kind of as fitting, something like that. Almost fitting, I should say. But it was a great season. It was a phenomenal season. Back and forth. It was awesome. And I gotta give credit. I gotta say a big farewell to Zachary Fitzwater. He was not the champion today, but what a valiant effort for this driver. Getting through 2 crashes to try to make something happen, but he will end up being the last driver to finish him on the championship floor, but still left behind a wonderful career, and it's a shame that he didn't win a championship in the Ultimate Series, but he has won championships in other Intertown 3 series all around. One of the biggest names in Intertown 3 in general. It's a shame that one of his championships didn't come from here, and the Ultimate Series. He is the all-time wins leader right now in the series, and I'm sure he'll be passed someday because he's retiring after this race. But we wish Zachary Fitzwater a happy retirement. We will surely miss him, and but unless if he decides to come back next season, that'd be fun if he does come back next season. And hooray, he's going to be back to run for another. He's going to try to get another shot at the championship. But for now, right now, I haven't heard anything from Fitzwater yet, but he has announced that this will be his final season in the Ultimate Series. So we'll see what happens though after this race, if he decides to change his mind or not. But if he does, well, we'll welcome him back with open arms. But the 10 JP Lataro, what a run for him. He'll be the runner-up of the championship, but he had a phenomenal effort, a phenomenal run. I mean, and with some handful of wins, his brother LG had a win this season. And the Lataro family, while it was a heartbreak for them, but they were able to make a run for it down the very end. It was an amazing run down the stretch there. 10 really had a phenomenal effort, and I'm sure Lataro is going to get another opportunity to try to win a championship one of these days. And John Andrews, though, the 17, I gotta say, what a season for him with 3 wins under his belt. He came back after being on hiatus for a couple seasons, and he was he blended right in, I think. He didn't waste any time. He just dusted the rust away, and he came back strong. He came back really strong, making the championship 4. Got to give praise for him, I mean, for a phenomenal season of the 17 all throughout. So, what a run for him, I got to say. But what a season for him so far in this one. I mean, what a season for him this year, and we hope he comes back next year to try to run it again. He's going to try to do it all again, and we hope he comes back next year. I'm sure he's going to be one to watch out for next season if he does return in some way or form. But anyway, that'll do it here from season 46. It was a phenomenal season all throughout. I got to thank every single one of you for following this entire season. It's been phenomenal. It was a phenomenal season as always, and I can't wait for next season, season 47. This will be our 47th season of the Ultimate Series that has been going on for, I believe, like 12 years. We've been doing this now. Oh man, 12 years. It's hard to believe. It's been 12 years, I think, since we began this series. It's been one of the most prolific series all around. What a journey it's been. My goodness. We're not done yet, folks. We're still not done. We're going to get to 50. I want to get to 50, man. I want to get to season 50. And we're very close. We're so close to getting to 50 seasons of this thing. But we know. I know I can do it. I know I can get to 50. And we'll have a lot of fun doing it. But anyway, thanks for watching this entire season. Thanks for following us all year long. Season 47 is not going to start immediately. I'm going to be taking a break from the Ultimate Series, but I'll still do mock cup races almost weekly whenever I get the chance. I'm still going to do those cup races, and I have other projects to work on. I have to go back to doing retro games because I've been so behind for months. A lot of things have come in my way from doing doing retro games. I just haven't found the time. A lot of things have happened. A couple months, like me back and forth. I haven't been able to work on any retro stuff, new gameplays and stuff. I'm gonna try to get back to it. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do some more classic races and stuff. I'm gonna try to get back into the swing of things and trying to maintain and trying to keep up with the weekly schedule of the Mock Cup series as well. So you're still gonna see full Entertown 3 events. They've been doing so well, by the way. I'm glad you guys have been liking the full events running in the beginning till the end. Like to see how everything goes well and how everything like runs with a full 100% distance race of these. Those are fun to do with the real drivers and ratings and stuff. See how Entertown 3 predicts who's going to win and who's not, and with their own starting lineups too, and the own point system there too with auto stages and all that. We did have some flaws with auto stages, by the way, so I had to add up the points manually for the playoffs, and I did as fair as possible. I did the best I could, adding up manually into the points. We're probably going to have to do that again next season. Because it's just some inconsistency still dealing with auto stages and all that. But we're going to try to make next season the best season yet. So keep your eyes out for the 47th season and when the signups will be up. But they're not going to be up for a very, very long time. So there's going to be like months, I would say. I hope it's not a year, but months it's going to be before we get to signups again. I'm going to have to take a break for a bit from Ultimate Series so that I can work on other stuff too. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this entire season. We're going to be doing this again next season for sure. It's going to be a lot. It'll surely be fun. So can't wait for next season already, the 47th season. Anyway, thanks for watching all year round, and we'll look forward to seeing what's next next time here. And we'll see you all next season. I hope you guys enjoyed the season 46, and again, we'll see you all next season. Until then, this is Pichu London. I'll see you guys later.